Welcome to your weekend focus, March the 18th and the 19th, 2023. I guess the highlighter for this weekend is Mercury, who just seemed like it went into Pisces yesterday, is now moving into Aries. So that changes everything for us when it comes to our thoughts, when it comes to our voice, when it comes to our communication, when it comes to our words. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. We had the 18 energy. So the 18 energy is about our inner self. It's about finding that balance. It's about creating that balance, that sense of peace, of harmony, of well-being. It's about connecting with our self-expression and allowing through our emotions to use our self-expression to bring our unique self out into the world. 1 plus 8 is a 9. A 9 is very much about endings, completions, but it is completions with purpose. It's in order to make room for the new things that you want to bring into your life. If we look at the numerology of the day for Saturday, it would be a 3 plus a 9 plus a 7, which gives us a 19 energy. The 19 energy is the I am the sun, right? 1 plus 9 is a 10, brings in luck. 1 plus 0 is a 1, which is the I am, the pioneer. And on top of all of that, we have Aries moving, our Mercury moving into Aries, which is the first sign, giving our voice new clarity, new. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's finish the numerology. We go to Sunday, the 19 energy. We've just talked about that. But if you add up the numbers for the day, 3 plus 1 plus 7, it's an 11 energy. So our master teacher appears. It asks us for self-sacrifice. It asks of us for us to take care of our obligations and responsibilities and hold ourselves accountable. It gives us challenges, and the challenges might seem a little bit more intense under an 11 energy, but it brings in that much more success too. So don't look away. Don't try and run from those challenges. Try to meet them, look them straight in the eye, and flow through them. Absolutely. Sun is in Pisces for Saturday and Sunday. The moon is in Aquarius on Saturday, and then it stays in Aquarius till just before lunchtime on Sunday when it'll move into Pisces. So by Sunday, when it rolls around, we will have the sun and moon both in Pisces. Pisces is more of a thinking kind of day rather than a doing kind of day. Just putting that out there. We might get lost more in our thoughts, in relaxation, in our dreamscape, in meditation and prayer, rather than doing, okay? Rather than attacking a job or a task at hand. On Saturday, Mercury and Pluto are talking in the sky. They're getting along, but we could have some intense thinking. We could have some very intense conversations. And we have this powerful intellect that we can tap into, a strong intuition as well. So we can make persuasive arguments where we haven't been successful in the past. And our words will have persuasion behind them. Now on Sunday, first thing, I think it's like at the stroke of midnight or something, Mercury goes into Aries, okay? Now Jupiter has been hanging out in Aries, waiting for the party to begin. Now Mercury shows up. Don't worry, the sun and moon will follow, and we'll have the Aries party happening, but it's still a Piscean kind of energy for us. But with Mercury moving into Aries, we become a little bit more direct. We could become a little bit more pioneering. We could become a little bit more quick-witted, perhaps. We express our ideas with more passion than usual. We might be restless. We might be impatient, especially with our words. We feel the strength to say exactly what we need to, what we're thinking, what we're feeling. Mercury and Saturn are also talking, and they're getting along. So We have a better concentration. We have common sense coming into our words, into our thoughts. And Jupiter and Uranus are also talking up in the sky in harmony. So this kind of brings in some good fortune in our lives, a chance for freedom or opportunity towards freedom. And it takes that previous impatience that we've been all feeling, and it starts to turn into this excited anticipation of where we're going, of what we're creating, of what we could potentially step into. We could get those aha moments, new ideas, breakthroughs. Oh, and I think Venus is probably in alignment, if not today, not on Sunday, then it will be on Monday, with the North Node. So this is about understanding beauty, understanding love, or understanding money matters in a whole new way. It's a time to reach out to others. It's a time to grow the relationship. It's time to allow cooperation in or to start cooperating with others and growing those bonds, growing those families, those tribes, those communities, and seeing the beauty where we never saw it before in other people. We could also see different ways of utilizing money in order to walk towards our path. Ways that we never thought of doing it before. So it's not, the North Node are the things that we need to grow. Okay, South Node, we wear the t-shirt, been there, done that kind of thing. And that's a lot of the carryover from past lives, and we feel very comfortable there, okay? We don't feel as comfortable when it comes to the North Node. It's kind of like we have to push ourselves out there a little bit more. We have to trust in our strength and our courage, taking a risk not only on ourselves but on our hearts. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Our shadow card is, look at this, the Eight of Wands. There is so much more available to you than you know at this present moment in time. So it's about taking those blinders off. It's about looking at where you could possibly step, what you could create. You know, where you just thought you'd write a short story. Now it's 4 different books and it's a series, and the characters are so much more dynamic in it, and it trails off into maybe a movie or a Broadway show, or, you know, there's so much more expansion there than just writing that short story that you thought that you were doing. And this is what this kind of does. It takes that dream, it takes that goal, it takes that desire, it takes that passion that we have, that we want to go forward in. And it expands it. It says, you know, you could also do this and you could do that. Maybe you want to get in shape, so you're starting to do yoga. But all of a sudden you're finding out that maybe doing stretching or yoga or anything, adding it to give you a more of a all-round experience and getting all those muscles to work. Okay, not just some of them. Okay, I had a job that didn't seem repetitious, but it was like the amount of heavy lifting we did on a regular basis, and we would look at each other and say, why are we not all buff? Like, this is what we do. But we were only using certain muscles, not all of the muscles, in order to create that. You know, so we didn't have those 6-packs. We had more kegs. But so it's about stretching your imagination, stretching where you're limiting yourself, and understanding where you are limiting yourself, and where there is so much more you can do. Say you want to start traveling, so yeah, book a cruise. But now your mind starts thinking, well, it'd be wonderful to go to this continent or this country or this state or this province or this lake or this ocean. And so you're expanding on what you can do. You may want to learn something Maybe it's small engine repair. By the time you're done, you've also taken another course on starting your own business and another one on bookkeeping and to expand, taking that small engine repair that you were just going to do in your own backyard with your lawnmower and stuff, and you've now turned it into a business with employees. So it is definitely about the expansion. And with Sun in Pisces, Moon in Pisces on Sunday, it's more of a dreamscape kind of energy. Okay, but our minds are sharp. Okay, Mercury going into Aries, our mind is sharp. And Mercury is talking to Pluto. Mercury is talking to Saturn. So Mercury talking to Pluto, Pluto is our power, right? So that's how we get that intense thinking. That's how we get those intense conversations happening. Mercury talking to Saturn says, we're going to give you a basis. We're going to give you a systematic approach. We're going to give you a little bit of common sense so that your footing is sure and straight and strong. We have the Lovers as our very first card. I can't remember the last time we've had the Lovers. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? The Lovers is here. This is growing passion. This is growing desire. This is embracing something and loving it more and more, growing it deeper, growing it stronger, growing that love, growing that passion, allowing that that passion to motivate you. And I tell you, Venus going into Taurus, that just, if you don't have passion in what you're doing, you ain't gonna do it. That's all there is to it. When Venus is in Taurus, you don't have passion behind it, you ain't gonna do it. So here's the Lovers, and this is about growing the experience of depth, love, compassion. It could very well be a relationship that we're growing deeper, but it could be a relationship with ourselves. But it could also be a goal, a dream, a desire under this energy. We have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about dreaming. Once again, we're flipping over to this dreaming kind of state for the weekend, which is good because we've been going through some hard energy. So we do need some downtime to just breathe, right? To just be in the moment, to think about our future with a very positive outlook. The Page of Wands, the scenery behind us is very blah, right? Which means we can put anything in there. There is no color, there's no buildings, there's not even like really big mountains or anything. We can create whatever we want. The potential is there for anything we want. And here we are, and we're thinking about it. Perhaps we are in quiet contemplation here. Perhaps we are praying. Perhaps we are meditating on what we actually want to put in place. What we want our path to look like going forward. How we want the end of that path to look, perhaps. We have the Devil. Habits, behaviors, things that don't have value in our life. This is allowing those things, we let go of them. And we are in full moon energy, so it is a beautiful time to let go, to maybe heal from something, to replace bad behaviors or bad habits with good habits, good behaviors, things that are going to improve our health, our well-being, our state of mind, our spirituality, our work ethic, our stature in the community, whatever it might be that you are trying to grow. But you have to allow room for those things that you want to come into your life. So we have to burn away the old. We have to let it go. And this could be the healing of the heart as well. Letting go of some false perceptions, perhaps. We have the World card. Now, the World card is a beautiful full moon energy, and it's very true in its statement that a whole new path awaits you. Okay, we're going to have the Aries, we're going to have the sun, and then we're going to have the moon in Aries. And it's, I mean, that's fabulous on its own, right? And Aries, the moon, the new moon in Aries, I mean, it doesn't even make it to a full 1 degrees, that moon. It's like somebody opened up the door and told the sun to come on into Aries, and the sun stopped at the threshold and said, "Hey, Jupiter, hey, Mercury, how's it going?" And started talking, didn't move all the way in. And here comes the moon, and it's got, "Come on, move! I got to get in there too." And the new moon happens at like 48 minutes in to the sign, like it's not even a full 1 degree. So, and that's our new astrological year happening, right? So the energy is going to change very quickly. This is about taking care of those loose ends. This is about making sure that we are not dragging forward old energy with us, or things that don't have value, or things that don't have use as we go forward on our path. Maybe it's a negative relationship. Maybe it's a negative mindset, whatever it might be. This weekend is a time to eradicate those things from our life, take care of those things, because we are going into the sun moving, the moon moving, the new year beginning, and then watch the fire energy start to explode in all of us. Watch how we all turn into that trailblazer, and we're going after our goals and our dreams and new adventures and new opportunities and new relationships, and embracing it all. One more card, you say? Sure. Knight of Wands. It's a perfect time to stop, okay? And dismount from that horse for a moment. Drop on one knee. And give thanks, give gratitude for all that you do have in your life. All the challenges you faced in order for you to become the person you are today. And also, we're asking for a safe path forward. We were asking to be protected. We're asking to be loved. We're asking for direction, for clarity, for understanding, for knowledge as we go forward on our path. So it's kind of a duality here. We are giving up thanks, but we are also professing what we want to go forward into and asking for the protection, the knowledge. Okay, our mantra card for today is moving forward. Get ready for positive change. Can't make this stuff up. My goodness. Okay, so moving forward, we are moving forward. I mean, I think the sun moves on Monday, and then the moon goes in on Tuesday. All the energy changes once again. So it has been a little bit of a hard shift over the last 5 to 7 days or so, but that's okay, because we are moving into some very beautiful, creative, self-expressive energy that is really just going to really write us on our paths. Now we have moving forward. We finished with the world card, and now we have moving forward. Now I'm going to hold that card up so that you can meditate on it for a few minutes. So just take a nice deep breath or two and let go of that tension, that stress you've been holding on to. There's usually pictures within inside of pictures within inside of pictures with this artist. So see what calls out to you, what catches your eye, what moves you. New beginnings. Oops. Moving forward. Situations and events of the past are clearing and making way for positive changes. Turn the negative experiences into positive and more rewarding future. You have the resources and the ability to move forward now. Take a leap of faith, knowing that the angels will open doors for you and present a clearer and smoother road ahead. Don't let fear or stagnation hold you back. The mantra is, I'm ready to move forward with confidence. That is a perfect mantra. It's a perfect affirmation to say. So, and if you want an affirmation, just at 5 a.m. every morning, I put one up for you. They're about a minute and a half maybe. I'm struggling a little bit on making these under a minute. And I hope that you're finding an affirmation or two, writing it down, saying it aloud as you go throughout the day, thinking it to yourself as you go throughout your day. And, if you do it several days, one affirmation, and then look back a little bit, or look at your life where it's at, you're going to notice a difference. It might be small, It might be huge. Our animal for today is the white stag, the protector. Okay, let's see if they'll bring it in clearly. Thank you very much. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So we all have magic within us. We all have that gift of magic. Our talents, our abilities, the unique self that we are. We all have magic. So it's about utilizing your magic to bring in beautiful things into your life and obviously to others' lives as well, and being of service in some way. Your best friend is nature. So get out in nature, breathe in the fresh air, feel the ground beneath your feet. Listen to the wind as it blows through the trees. Listen to the birds singing their songs. Listen to your heart reaching out to the earth and making that connection. We all need that as humans. We need that, and we are slowly becoming disconnected from that. So we do have to move it to our consciousness to make sure that we are getting out in nature, that we are smelling flowers, that we are hugging a tree every so often, or peering at a rock, whatever it might be, watching an animal scurry across your path, whatever it may be. But getting out in nature is vitally important for each and every one of us to feel healthy, to feel alive. And there's a natural energy that comes in because of those experiences. So please, this weekend, you're probably not going to want to get up to too much. So go for a walk in nature if the weather cooperates. Use your intuition to take you to where you want to go. Our intuition just got that zap of electricity with Neptune and what was it now? It was Neptune, the Sun, and Mercury all there in Pisces and being charged up. So your intuition, your psychic abilities, all that is very powerful right now, very strong right now. This is a time when chances are your first thought will be the right thought. So don't overthink things. Don't second guess yourself under this kind of energy. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.